Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Denver. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Oh, there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
For the Broncos.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, KC.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to...
Isaiah Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco cuts down Chiefs. His 12th touchdown of the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. The line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Look in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
33-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Nix. There's a screen from McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Scrimmage, that's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Second down. Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings
3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. What a connection. He's down inside play for KC. That goes for 58.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Pacheco. Touchdown! Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
For a Denver Broncos.
A first down throw for Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 1 quarter in the books. 13-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Harvey. And he's going to get him the first down here. Across midfield and down to the 45.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll find his running back, McLaughlin.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's now 13-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is Thornton. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. And Zach Allen there on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Patrick to throw. We'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. That pickup good for 29 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's the rookie from Texas, John A. Barron. He works free, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Broncos.
So, Mike, the second that ball came out of his hand, I held my breath, because when you are late, especially throwing the ball out towards the sideline, it is not going to end up good at this level. And the second he saw that ball in the air and broke on it, he had 6, and all he had to do really was make the catch, and then he was just off to the races, and it was nothing but green grass out in front.
On the return is Thornton. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's the run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Harvey. And he's into the end zone. second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
His kick is good.
That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw, it's complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Broncos have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Nix to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd and a long way to go. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot with Mims. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
In formation for the Broncos.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Oh, here down the field. It falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. On fourth down, Super Bowl jet, Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 5.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 12. To throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
Motion man is Rice. Third and short. Here's Patrick. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers.
And he will score again. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. A great touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 16.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is Thornton. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 57 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. As he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have cut the deficit to 5.
Chiefs 23.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He connects with Mims. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Jabari Connor there on the stop. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So This defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their third quarter lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
On the return is Thornton. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tango, who fumbled. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
At the 50-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one complete to Sutton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you burn.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chain.
Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throw it. Nix. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
On second down, it's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is Thornton. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for one and make it a one-possession game. Or some people think about going for two here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for two, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a two-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Harvey. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Looked like he was at a scene for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, will take a timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Moving to his right. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Khalil McLaughlin, touchdown Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the return is Thornton. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. First down throw, Mahomes. The ball comes out. And fortunately, it looked like a Chief was able to fall on it. So, yes, Kansas City will retain possession. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Left side in the hands of Rice. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. The man in motion is Watson. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for Watson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught. Inside. It's complete. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man is Thornton. He's done it. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs first down. To throw is Mahomes. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Another try, 2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. This one's just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
They put Kelsey in motion. Tight end going in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They have to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, blocking. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a game of 4.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Bill Ruff, this is McLaughlin. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Broncos bringing out their punter. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
43, 15. 50, yellow.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
He'll get this out to the left flat. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's Mahomes. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Chiefs first down by a good couple of yards, as they will indeed get the conversion there on fourth down and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. That's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Now he takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And that one bounces off the crossbar, but it goes in. It's good. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.